stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting you know, I'm letting you know. Wait a second, take a breath and let it go. Make the moment count and put the stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. Can't you see? Everybody working out early just to worry about the stress that was yesterday. Can't you see? Everybody hides behind the phone cause they're too afraid to say what they need to say. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Can't you see? Everybody making days so one day they can pay just to get away. Can't you see? Everybody trying to be unique and spend on a trend just to look the same. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Do is play. Take a breath and let it go. Make the moment count and put the breath on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting you know, I'm letting you know. Wait a second, take a breath and let it go. Make the moment count and put the breath on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. Can't you see? Everybody looking out early just to worry about the stress that was yesterday. Can't you see? Everybody hides behind the phone cause they're too afraid to say what they need to say. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Can't you see? Everybody making days so one day they can pay just to get away. Can't you see? Everybody trying to be unique and spend on a trend just to look the same. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Do is play. And all you get to do is
I'll tell the world, I'll sing a song. It's a better place since you came along. Since you came along. Your touch is sunlight through the trees. Your kisses are the ocean breeze. Everything's alright when you're with me. Right. Cause it feels like I've opened my eyes again. And the colors are golden and bright again. There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along.
Welcome to the Eli Sports Network and Centralia College Blazer Athletics. It's time for some exciting Blazer action, and we begin it all with the pregame show. Let's head out to the stadium and get set for exciting action with the Blazer pregame show on the Eli Sports Network.
And good evening and welcome to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila as we get set for another Blazer doubleheader here as Centralia taking on the Green River Gators. The Gators come in 0-3 in NWAC play. Centralia 1-3 and coming off a very difficult loss on Saturday up at Tacoma, TCC. And head coach Caleb Sells of the Lady Blazers are with us. And coach, we might have found the only coach that's got a little more energy than you on the sidelines here.
He's got some juice. I was sitting there watching the film and I was like, my goodness, I might have to up my game a little bit on the sideline tonight.
Kareem McDonald, the head coach for the Gators. And again, just, you know, you both, I know it's frustrating, especially coming off that loss on Saturday. We obviously were there as well. And it's one that you just, you know, these games are so precious when you get into the conference, and
every game.
It's one thing to drop one early on in the season as your team is gelling together, but man, that's the one that you wanted to come and get. How do you bounce back from that?
Well, you know, one thing that, you know, early in the season, you've been doing our games all season, you know, we just had so much energy early on in the year, and it just seems like the last couple of games we're just kind of in a rut. You know, if it was baseball, I think I would consider it the dog days of summer, you know, is kind of where it is. And, you know, we just got to find a way to get these girls jacked up again, you know, because when they're playing with energy and they're flying around, yeah, we played some of the best teams, and we can play with those teams. And so right now we're just got to pick it up a little bit.
Now, one of the things that we talked about a little bit is that you're noticing teams are packing inside. They're taking away Majesty. They're taking away Bella inside. They're taking away Kylie Smith inside. So they're really challenging you. And as you mentioned, you hit 10 threes against TCC. You'll take that any time. But maybe those intermediate shots need to come into play a little more and get a little more aggressive of your shooters attacking. Is that something that you're
Well,
talking about?
one thing we definitely talked about this week is trying to penetrate a little bit more against the zone, specifically on skip passes, because we do get a little stationary on the outside. I personally don't like the intermediate 10 to 15-foot jump shots. They're just such a low percentage shot from what we've seen. Layups and threes and get to the foul line is what we really try to do. And but then those 3-point shooters lately have become just so stationary against the zone. I was just talking to the other coach, Kareem. During the whole preseason, all we saw from teams outside our division was man. And now everyone in this league runs a zone, and everyone in this league runs a different zone, myself included. So, everything you worked on the first 4 months of the season, getting ready for man-to-man stuff, throw that out the window, because now you got 2 days to get ready for this guy's zone. They got 2 days to get ready for her zone, and it's just, they're all just a little bit different.
So, in this case, get a little more mobility on the perimeter to try and draw. I mean, the idea is, frankly, Majesty's strong point is, 5 feet and in.
Yep.
And she was really totally taken out of the TCC game.
Every single time she caught the ball, there was 2 or 3 people on her. Same thing with Kylie. There was a couple times they were open for a second, and then as soon as they got it, nope. Not anymore. So, they're giving us the 3. That's something that we've just got to get better at. It's do or die time.
Now, the one that and she was our player of the game was Devaney Kleemeyer, who, especially in that fourth quarter, she did attack from the outside and saw when she saw an opening a couple of times. Plus, she hit a couple of threes. That's what you kind of need, don't you?
That's exactly what we need, and she's been huge for us since she's come back. Definitely given us a lot more than what we even thought she was going to give. I knew she was a talented player, but the way she's been picking up our offense and our defense, third game she was with us, she's already in the starting lineup. She's a special talent. I'm really excited to see what she can really continue to grow and what she can give us over these last 10 games.
All right, Coach, good luck.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you here on the sideline. Don't worry about getting in our way. We'll look around you. Coach Caleb Sells, the head coach for the Centralia Lady Blazers here, Tony. And as he mentioned, you and I, we may disagree a little bit with the coach because we kind of like those intermediate shots. And to me, that's how you kind of draw them out. They may be forced into having to take a few of those shots to try to get them to try to open up the zone inside, if indeed that is going to be a major push for this team.
Yeah, you're going to have to either hit inside if that's what you're wanting to do. You got to make sure you're hitting those bunny hops inside, because then those turn into kickouts to the three-pointer. If you're trying to run that kind of game, that's what you're going to have to do. So those inside shots have to go in. They can't be those bobble around shots like we've been seeing in the last few games.
Right, exactly. But again, TCC, as they mentioned, totally took Majesty out of the play, out of play on Saturday. They absolutely. And the officials come on through, and we'll be nice to them now because of that. So there she goes. You got it. But they took Majesty and Kylie Smith out of the game, Bella Elwood as well, and said, okay, hit your outside shots. They did hit a lot of them, but how do you pull them out? There's only a couple of ways to be able to do that. Either hit more threes, or I do think you have to come in a little bit, try to get them to come out, and try to dump it down.
Yeah, if they take away the middle, you got to attack the outside, and you got to hit those shots. But you can draw them out a little bit if you can hit some of those mid-range jumpers get something of that short.
Okay, that'll do it for the pregame show. The national anthem is next. Oh, the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll hold it right here.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, that is the PA announcer here as we have the pledge, not the national anthem here today, just sometimes that happens. And that is going to do it for the pregame show, though. When we come back, we'll have complete introductions and then tip-off. The Lady Blazers and the Green River Gators coming up next.
The Centralia College pregame show is a wrap, and it's time to start things off. Up next, live play-by-play Blazer action is on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
The teams are set, the referees in place, and the fans on the edge of their seats. So let's get started with live Blazer action on now.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. And the ladies first here, Green River and Centralia. We are set to go. Kylie Smith will be tipping it off in the center. Dana Joy Kalalubki for the Gators. We'll run down the starters here in just a moment. Looks like the Gators just giving up, and we'll have a retoss. Even though the Gators are going to give it up, we want a good retoss. Reset the clock and everything, and we'll start over. It's a do-over, a mulligan. And again, that'll be one more time. We'll try it again, reset the clock. The official says, you come over and do it. Even though the Gators are pretty much giving it up. Okay, here we go. And he says, yeah, that wasn't all that much better, but nonetheless, we're underway. That's why the jump ball has left the sport. We'll get it into Kylie Smith. Now kick out. Devity Kleemeyer for three, and that will miss. Rebound going to be taken by Ariana Dougal. And Ariana Dougal gets it down to the left side. Dougal, a 5'7" guard, sophomore from Glen Allen, Alaska. And she'll turn it over. Dana Joy Kalalupki, 5'3" guard, sophomore from Walaluka, Hawaii. Madison Bosick, a 5'8" guard forward from Enumclaw. Brianna McCluskey, 5'10" forward freshman from Enumclaw. And Courtney Youngblood on the floor, 6 foot forward sophomore from Tacoma.
Three ball from Kayla Howard.
And Kayla Howard, who Coach Sells wants her to shoot more. And Kayla drains that. And back comes Green River. We'll run down the Blazers here in a moment. Out on top is Dougal. Right side, it goes over to Bosick. Bosick down on the baseline, kicks it out. Kalalupki with it. Three ball, no good, but the putback by Bosick will make it a 3-2 game.
No, that was Youngblood, Courtney Youngblood that hit that down low.
I thought it was 10.
30.
Okay. And a foul is going to be called. Kayla Howard, a 5'7" guard from White River, sophomore here for the Blazers. Devity Kleemeyer, a 5'9" freshman guard from Adna. Kylie Smith, a power forward, 6 foot from Battleground, sophomore. Joni Lancaster, 5'7" freshman guard from Rochester. And Majesty Claybrooks, the 6 foot power forward from Curtis, also a sophomore. So back comes Green River. Down low, up with a shot, no good, and blocked. That was Bosick this time, had her shot blocked. And back comes Centralia. Lancaster with the ball, left side. Goes over to Kleemeyer. Right side to Kayla Howard. Back out on top to Lancaster. Joni looking to drive. Kick it out. Kayla Howard hesitates. Back to Kylie Smith for three. That's off the side iron. And a foul's going to be called on Claybrooks over the back there. And that will send it back over to the Gators of Green River.
First foul on the Blazers.
One foul each. Back come the Gators. Dougal with the ball. Gets it inside to Youngblood. Check that. That is McCluskey. She's in the key too long. And back it goes to the Blazers. So here comes Joni Lancaster into front court. Right side, back out on top to Kylie Smith. Smith dips it inside, ball taken away, trying to get it up to Kalalupke. Kalalupke to the rack. It'll be tapped out of bounds.
That
Nicely done.
A great block by Joni Lancaster to run in front of her.
Green River will maintain possession. Get it out on top to Bosick. Bosick, I should say. Left side over Kalalupke. Left side, shot from the left, and that's from Dougal. That ball will go out of bounds.
7:20 to go here in the first quarter. 3-2 the lead for the Blazers.
Back comes Kylie Smith. In, up, and underneath. Can't quite get the scoop shot to go. Heck of an idea there. Just couldn't get that to go. Back it goes. Right side. Kalalupke. Now circling around. Back to Kalalupke. Up with a shot. And that goes off. Kylie Smith takes it away from Claybrooks. Good job there because they could have not really seen each other and battled for that. Claybrooks saw it and she backed off. But now a pick here from Kalalupke. She's got quickness. Lays it up and good. And a timeout going to be called. And that'll be a full timeout with 6:34 left to go here. And we'll take a timeout as well. Back in a moment after this.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College, then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
And we are back here at Centralia College, home of the Trailblazers, here on Watterson Court, Michael Smith Gymnasium. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila, the Lady Blazers trailing 4-3 early here, Tony. 6.5 to play, and it's not because of lack of opportunity, just haven't been able to finish a couple of shots here. Trying to work it inside to Claybrooks, triple teamed in there. Will kick it back out. Here comes Kylie Smith. Back to Claybrooks, and Majesty will finish it. That's how you beat the zone. You just hammer them inside, and they certainly did that. A great pass there from Claybrooks.
But that was one that Smith went inside and was able to find Claybrooks diving to the basket.
And Claybrooks will get a rebound here, or steal, and back it goes to Lancaster. Lancaster over to Smith, trying to get it to Majesty. Back to Kylie Smith. Smith on the drive, trying to scoop it. Ball will go out of bounds, and they'll say it's off of her. That's interesting. So you're telling me she just walked in there, fell down, and threw the ball out of bounds without being touched or fouled? And the ball not being touched. That's an odd call there. They'll work it inside, and that was a nice pass, and Courtney Youngblood will make it pay, and they'll take the lead back by 1. About 6-5, back to Kylie Smith. Claybrooks.
No travel.
Travel call, we'll turn it back over to Green River. So here comes Kalalupke. Gets it all over to Dougal.
There's going to be a foul, I think, on Kylie Smith. No, it's going to be on Kleemeyer.
And Kylie Smith is wondering where the foul was when she was mugged underneath the hoop down there by the same official. No call there, and a little touch foul there. Kalalupke with the ball left side. Travel. My goodness. Working it inside. Back out it goes.
Now blocking foul going to be called on Kayla Howard.
So a flurry of fouls being called against the Blazers here in a hurry. Kalalupke will take it out of bounds. And they'll get it in out on top to Dougal. Back to Kalalupke. Dana Joy. Back out on top. Shot from the outside and hitting it is McCluskey. That's a big shot there.
From
The
distance.
450 mark, yep. Back comes Howard.
Is that a 2?
I thought that was a 3.
I thought it was too. Apparently her foot was on the line.
So, yeah, they're only going to give her 2 for that.
Not as big as we thought.
Wow,
Still a
sure looked like she was
lead.
behind the line, but not that I'm going to complain. Come on. Then call the travels if you're going to get that nitpicky here. They're moving in and out of the key. It's ridiculous. Kalalupke with the ball. Left side. Over to Dougal.
There's the
Finally
travel.
a travel call. We got one official's calling everything. The other 2 are letting them play. So back comes Joni Lancaster. 8-3. Green River with a lead. Kayla Howard. Kayla Howard, I'd just love to see her get a little more aggressive, Tony, and get after some shots. They work it inside. Kylie Smith with a hard shot there.
Kylie Smith goes baseline.
Gets it done. Back comes long outside shot and hit. This time it's Dougal. I think you just kind of have to.
Ariana, that time that was a 3.
So back comes Centralia. Howard with it. Out on top to Lancaster. Left side. That's Jamie Conley into the ball game. Back out to. And Howard will launch and in and out won't go. But I still want her to take that shot every single time.
Next dead ball. Don't have a 15.
Nope, they'll work it inside to Kylie Smith and they'll count it for 2. Maybe you could sneak down real quick and see if they. So 20, Kylie Smith with the 2 and a foul. And so we don't have a 15 on the roster. Did we hear who it was?
Did not. That's what I was waiting to hear.
Maybe you could sneak down there real quick and see who that is. Free throw up and good. So it's 11-10 with 3 minutes to go. Shot, or ball out to 15, back out on top. Over it goes to Kalalupke. Trying to get it inside, and that'll be thrown out, no good. And Centralia will get it back. So back comes Lancaster and the Trailblazers. Work it to the left side to Connolly. Back out on top to Lancaster. Down low to Bella. Up off the glass, won't go. Ball will be out of bounds off of Centralia. So here comes Green River in the front court. Working left side. Kalalupke through the key. Off the knee there. Back out to the mystery player. Tony's back. I think he's got the name here. We'll get it in just as quick as we can. And a turnover. Here comes Elwood. Gets it down to Lancaster. Attacks the rack. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow.
And Courtney Kimball checks in with
Courtney
that.
Kimball. Wow, that is just a horrible call. Horrible. Good Lord. Get your act together.
15 is Michaela Rose Blue, normally number 23.
Okay. And Smith now slows it down. Good move there. Back to Lancaster, and they'll set the offense. Get it over to Kimball, down low to Elwood, back to Kimball. Got to fire the shot. They'll work it inside, back out to Connolly to Lancaster. Kimball now will shoot it, and that'll be short.
Off the side of the rim.
Coach Sells, he says, hey, I want one pass and then shoot the open shots. They miss. Those are wide open shots. Here, gets it up to Conley. Conley on the left side, kicks it back out to Lancaster. Right side over to Kimball. Courtney looking to drive into the lane. Off.
Travel. She got bumped trying to split the double team.
And the ball got trapped against one of the defenders. Clay Brooks will come out, and Kylie Smith will take a breather. And Kylie has had a heck of a first quarter. 31 seconds left to go. Can't take it all off the clock here, but almost if they want to take it down. Doesn't look like Green River's that type of team, though. They're going to attack. Kalalupke does. No good. Kimball with a rebound. Kicks it out to Lancaster. Here comes Lancaster. Joni in the front court. She'll take it down. Here comes Joni. Circles around. Out on top to Claybrooks. Lobs it inside to Bella. Gets hammered. No call. And they'll throw the ball away. Wow. Interesting no call there. Wow. We'll take it 11-10. Centralia trailing by one at the half, or after one, not the half, thank goodness. And we'll be back with the second quarter coming up next here on the Eli Sports Network.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Welcome back to Michael Smith Gymnasium. Watterson Court here at Centralia College. Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here. Start of the second quarter, 11-10. Green River leads Centralia. Green River with the opening possession of the second quarter as well. Kalubakib with the ball. Gets it over to Dougal. Dougal picked up by Lancaster. Working the press. Also in now is Maddie Bolden.
Almost had the shot go down there. Couldn't get that rimmed off.
Dana Joy with it. She'll get it right back. Circles around the top. Gets it over to Bosick. And there is three in the key on Green River, so they're calling it both ways, I guess.
I hate that call. It's a stupid call.
Bella Elwood,
We'll
Joni Lancaster,
right?
Courtney Kimball, Majesty Claybrooks, and Jamie Connolly on the floor for the Blazers. Ball swings over to Elwood, goes inside to Claybrooks, hook shot no good.
Got to make those, Majesty.
Youngblood with the rebound, gets it up to Kalubaki. Swing over to Dougal, and Dougal will hit the jumper.
It's a nice little
18-footer.
Jumper.
Nice mid-range. With the ball is Lancaster to Kimball. Open. Kimball goes down low to Elwood. To Claybrooks. Kick out. Connolly. Three ball. No good. Rebound brought in by Elwood. Can't hit the shot. And that ball will go out of bounds off of the Gators. Back over to the Blazers.
Got to make those inside shots there. I don't mind the outside shots, but when you get them in there, got to bang that in there.
Lancaster looking to get it in. She goes to Kimball. Courtney circles around. Picks up her dribble, goes back to Lancaster. Joni back to the top of the key. She'll drive, kicks over to Kimball. Kimball spins. Kimball wrapped up, and there's going to be a jump ball possession to Green River.
And Courtney Kimball has got that big sleeve on her right leg there.
On pass, and
But that was just called as an offensive.
back to Kalubaki. Dana Joy circles. Goes to Dougal. Back to Kalubaki for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Kleemeyer. Devaney will send it back to Lancaster, who will bring the ball up the floor. Down by 3, 13-10 with 8:06 to go.
Kayla Howard's got to step forward right there and take that shot.
Ball over to Smith, to Elwood, to Lancaster, and 3 in the key called.
Come on.
And Lancaster's got to shoot that one. I know you're not usually, you're
she
in a
can
point
shoot,
guard
too.
mentality. You got to shoot. Kalubaki over to Dougal, back to Kalubaki, swings out to Bosick. Bosick down low to Youngblood, off the glass, no good. Elwood rebound, goes to Lancaster.
Kleemeyer got her hand there and changed that. She had to change the shot and change it so much it didn't even come close.
Joni over to Howard. Howard to Smith. Smith picks up her dribble, back to Howard. Howard backs out now. Michaela drives inside. Michaela scoop off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound, Dougal, and she'll bring it up the floor quickly. Dougal stops, good hustle, back shot for 3, in and out, no good by McCluskey, and there's a timeout going to be called by Centralia. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 13-10, 7:10 to go in the first half, and neither team really lighting it up, but it's been interesting. Lots of calls, lots of momentum killed.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of flow for either side so far.
No, that's the biggest thing, and the biggest thing is trying to get into some kind of flow. But part of that is you got to come down and be more aggressive, and this is what Coach Sells is trying to get out of Joni and Kayla and even Jamie from the outside, is you're on the perimeter. After he wants at least one pass, and then if the shot's open, take it. And so step into those shots and be confident and go up. They're good shooters.
Yeah, trust your own star. Be your own star. Like, just do your thing.
Yeah.
Come out and play.
Kleemeyer, another one who did that quite a bit on Saturday in Tacoma. Fight for the ball. And again, Kylie Smith finds her way to the floor. She's on the floor a lot. She does not
give up.
She doesn't,
She's
doesn't
a
leave
hard-nosed
anything
player.
left. Yes, no question about it.
Kalubaki up the floor, picked up by Lancaster, screen set by McCluskey. And steal by Lancaster as Kalubaki stays down. Kalubaki and Lancaster is fouled hard. Kalubaki down, and there will be a foul and free throws coming.
But hold on to everything here as they'll attend to Dana Joy and see if she's okay.
That foul will be on Bosick.
She is a motor out there, though. You got to give that to Dana Joy, no question about it.
Michaela Rose Blue will check back in as Lancaster goes to the line shooting 2.
Got to make them here.
First shot is up and good for Lancaster. And it looks like the coach might be, they were just making sure who the foul was on.
He didn't want it on Bosick. He was hoping he could spread it around a little bit.
That's her second.
Yeah.
Shot up for Lancaster is good, hits them both. And it's a 1-point game, 13-12 with 6:40 to go in the first half. Over it goes to Michaela. Rose Blue with it up top. Circles. Swing around. And there is a hand check called, on Kleemeyer. And Devaney picks up number 2. And Jamie Connolly checks in for Elwood. And Kimball will check in for Kleemeyer. Wow. Ball on the far sideline.
Hate those calls.
Comes in to Dougal. Keep on calling him McDougal. Dougal circles Ariana. Kick back out to Rose Blue. Drives and gets hammered by Kylie Smith. But, hey, turnabout's fair play. If you're going to hammer us, we're going to hammer you. Ball in. Lancaster up the floor quickly. Lancaster circles, kicks to the top of the key, inside trying to find Kimball, but too high over her head. And that one will go out of play, but that was a good find, but just too hard of a pass. And Dougal will come up the floor. Ariana, pass down low, tapped out by Lancaster. Lancaster gets another hand in there. Youngblood turnaround jumper, no good. Connolly with the rebound. Gets it over to Lancaster. Joni into the front court. Picks up her dribble, goes over to Kylie Smith. Smith, step back three for Kylie, off the mark, no good. Rebound. Youngblood gets it up the floor quickly. Dougal, she'll back out now, goes to the corner, over to Bosick. Bosick back to Dougal, over to Rose Blue. Back to Bosick, blocked by Smith, and stays in play. No, it does not.
Bounds, yeah.
It'll go out of bounds, back over to Centralia.
Went off of McCluskey there.
Checking
Well,
in
she was
is
out of bounds and touched the ball is what happened there.
Natalie Lau checks in for Rose Blue.
So a chance for the Blazers to get the lead here with 5 minutes to go in the half. Big possession, really.
Lancaster. Swing over to Kimball, down low to Smith. Smith turns, hook, no good, and she'll be fouled and go to the line. Youngblood picks up the foul. Second foul on Youngblood. Smith to the line shooting two.
See if she can knock these down. Going to be short.
This is the front end. Kalubaki back in. She'll replace Dougal.
This is how she started free throws at Tacoma. Missed her first four, if you remember, and then hit what, like 8 in a row?
Well, she hit her first one.
No, she didn't. She missed her first four.
No, tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
She's 2 of 3 from the line. And Kalubaki
That'll tie the game.
back in and brings the ball up the floor and throws it behind Lau. Lau out of Hong Kong. And there is a timeout, 30-second timeout. Tied 13-13, 4:46 to go. As yeah, talking about Natalie Lau out of Hong Kong, 5'9" freshman forward. Other players, Dougal out of Alaska. So those are the only two that are from out of state. Everybody else from that area. Michaela Rose from Tacoma, Courtney Youngblood from Tacoma, Bosick and McCluskey both from Enumclaw, and Bolden from Spanaway.
This is also the Coaches versus Cancer night. They've got a lot of food and T-shirts that Centralia is selling out there to raise money for cancer. And so a decent crowd on hand for that as well.
Ball goes to Connolly. Back to Lancaster, to Howard in the corner. Back out to Joni. Kicks across to Connolly. Down to Kimball. Kimball tries to back down. Back out to Connolly. Connolly drive, picks up her dribble. Back to Lancaster, and she'll drop. Ball will come into Kalubaki. Swings across over to Bosick. Bosick pull-up jumper. Good.
Nice.
For Madison Bosick.
That's a great move she did there. Got the defender in the air and knocked it down.
Lancaster into the front court. Goes down to Smith. Smith to Connolly. Jumper three off the mark. No good. Ball brought in by Natalie Liu. Kalubaki trying to get around Howard. Goes to Liu. Inside, ball slapped away by Smith, but it'll go off the hand of McCluskey.
Yeah.
And back to the Blazers. Kimball will look to get the ball in. She'll get it in to Lancaster, and Joni will bring it up the floor. To Kimball it goes. Back to Lancaster. Ball into Kylie Smith, trying to split a double team. Kick out Howard. To Lancaster, swing across. Kimball, three ball, good. Courtney
What a
Kimball.
shot. That's the first lead.
16-15. Blazers lead with 3:13 to go in the first half. Ball over to Bosick. Kalubaki. Back up top, 15 seconds. Steps inside, back out to Lou, back to Kalubaki. 3 ball,
Well,
no good
short.
by Dana Joy. And that'll be picked up by Smith and tossed over to Lancaster, who's up the floor. Lancaster into the front court. Joni picks up her dribble, needs help, goes inside to Kimball. Kimball, jab step, turn off the glass. Nice move, Courtney Kimball. 5 straight points for her, and it's a 3-point lead for the Blazers. Kalubaki into the front court. Out to Bosick. Bosick. Up top, Kalubaki. To Lou, back to Kalubaki. She'll drive inside. Dishes down low to Youngblood, and Smith will get called for the foul, I believe. I believe to be Smith or Conley, and that will be Smith. And that will send Youngblood to the line, shooting 2.
It'll be their first 2-shot free throw, right?
That'll be first free throw.
No, we had one that was missed. Back at the 450 mark.
I don't know. That'd be a McCluskey?
Oh, no. I had that backwards.
One more shot. As she made the first. Second shot up and short. Howard will run down the rebound. Lancaster up the floor. 2-point lead for the Blazers. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Kalubaki jumps in front of the screen. Howard in the corner. Doesn't take the shot. Cross court to Kimball. Kimball drives, spin. Kimball turns back out to Elwood. Elwood to Howard. Michaela with 9 seconds. Drives off the glass. Michaela Howard with the layup. Back over to Dougal. Dougal finds Bosick. Bosick drives. Scoop. Kimball with the block. Elwood.
Courtney getting in some good work here on her first game back.
Hands off to Lancaster into the front court. Howard drives. Howard will cut to the lane. Step around. Can't hit the shot, but she is fouled, and I think that's going to be number 3 on Youngblood, and it will be.
Just pushing the pace is Kayla.
And Youngblood just picked up her 3rd. She'll come out. I think Bolden up to check in. Howard at the line shooting 2. Up and good. Bolden comes in. Maddie. Second shot, short. Smith with the rebound, put back good. Kylie Smith. She's got 8 of the 23 points with 1:13 to go. It's 23-16, Blazers on top of the Gators. Ball slapped away by Lancaster. Elwood will pick it up. Gets it over to Howard. Howard, handoff to Lancaster.
They looked for the fast break. It wasn't there. Good decision by Bella, not just to simply throw the ball away, just because you got to steal.
Lancaster cross court to Kimball. Kimball looks to drive inside, and she'll get tied up. Possession arrow over to the Blazers. Stays with the Blazers.
48 seconds, 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Lancaster looking to get it in. She'll get it up to Kimball. Kimball back down low to Elwood. Off the glass, no good. Couldn't hit the shot.
But she didn't hit. I don't think she hit the glass, Tony. Had she, I think it would have gone in. It just kind of lofted over.
Ball out to Dougal. Dougal can't take the last shot. She'll get it out to Kalubaki. Good closeout by the Blazers, and Lancaster with another steal. Throws a hand in there, gets it up towards Howard, but overthrew her.
Good idea. Now with 20 seconds left to go, they can take it down, but we'll see if they do that.
That was a nice steal by Lancaster, jumping in front of the lane. Knew where the ball was going to go. Kalubaki will let it roll up the floor. She'll pick it up. Gets it over to Dougal. Dougal circles. Bosick passes up the shot. Goes back to Dougal. Dougal. Cross court to Kalubaki. Elwood will foul her. Bella. Tried to jump that pass and ran through her. And that is Bella's first. So
14 fouls, so they get it out of bounds with 7 seconds.
And to get it in from the sideline, goes out to Dougal with 6 seconds. Dougal will foul. It'll be it'll be a foul on McCluskey.
Wow.
Her second.
15 foul, but offensive foul there.
Smith into Lancaster. Joni with 3 seconds. Howard, 3 ball. No good at
good
the
idea.
buzzer, but a good opportunity. 23-16. Blazers with the lead at halftime. We'll be back with the halftime show here on the Eli Sports Network.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off Exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off Exit 79 and now a second location off Exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
It's time for a break as the Centralia Blazers head to the locker room to talk things over. We are also going to talk things over with the halftime show. Let's head back to the stadium for stats and highlights here on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to Michael Smith Gymnasium here at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. 23-16, the Blazers come from behind, took the lead with 4:53 to go, and then extended it to a 7-point lead. So Blazers starting to put it together late here in the first half. Tonight is also Coaches versus Cancer night, and Athletic Director Bob Peters is with us here. And Bob, it's always it's kind of fun. You have some nights that are a little bit special, and this is always one of the most special ones.
It really is. It started many years ago. It goes back to Joe Valvano days about the cancer stuff, and the collegiate level started doing it, and our student programs have kind of put this whole thing together. I just piggyback behind them and try to get the kids involved, and you can see all the lavender shirts and stuff, and then we'll make a contribution to the Cancer Society as well the shirts that they sell. So it's a neat deal, and you see a couple coaches in tennis shoes, so it's kind of a laid-back atmosphere, but it's for a great cause.
It is, and again, you're selling the T-shirts and taking donations and food out there as well.
Yeah, the students bought all that. They purchased the T-shirts. The kids that are students here actually get these as part of being a student, and then people that want to purchase them or make a donation can do that, and all the money raised from that goes straight to the Cancer Society. So it's a win-win for everybody. everybody. And you can see all the students. Anytime you mention free, they usually get here and get that. You saw the sandwiches and stuff. So that helps get a little more crowd here.
No question about it. Now, with these two programs, we did travel with them the last two times, and we went, we went 1-1 with the ladies and 0-2 with the men. And both, I'd say, the three losses you just want to pull your hair out a little bit, especially Saturday. I know both coaches felt afterwards, boy, we just let one get away. And that's about building the program and putting it together. That's part of the growing process.
No, I totally agree, because as I was sitting here thinking that watching this game and thinking, boy, they set the game back a little bit that first quarter. I don't know if anybody's going to get to 20 the way it started. But I talked to Caleb and Jason and being a former. Those road wins are real critical, and you don't want to let them slip away, and I think they almost add a little more pressure to it. But these games are both big for us tonight, because the West is kind of a goofy league right now. I mean, you don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of separation. Lower Columbia's women went down and got beat by Grays Harbor, which Grays Harbor's off to one of the best starts probably in their history.
Yeah,
so,
they're 4-0, 16-1 overall, and you guys should have beat them.
Exactly. So there's not much separation. So, it's how you finish. So we got to get that snail's pace, a little quicker now. But, that in the last 5 minutes, I thought we looked like we're capable of playing. We were a little hesitant early, didn't hit outside and attack the basket. So I'm feeling a little better after watching the last 5 minutes of this one.
You think having Courtney Kimball back is a help?
Makes a difference.
Boy,
not only gives you depth,
depth.
Yeah.
Boy, she really came through there as well when she got back in.
Hits the three and then gets a bucket inside, and all of a sudden Kayla opens it. It just makes the game a little easier for everybody else. They feel a little confident. You're right. Having her back gives us a nice little scoring threat as well.
Well, we really appreciate being part of the Centralia College experience here. It's been a lot of fun for us. We've done volleyball, soccer, now both men's and women's basketball. We got to do the crossover tournament. That was a heck of a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to some baseball and fast pitch not so far away. So it's fun getting to know the next level. And, I think that if you happen to be out there watching or listening, I know, there are a lot of high school games that are going on, but find a time to come and check out this next level. This is great competition. We talk about this all the time, Bob, is that the NCAA says 6% of all high school athletes go on to play in the NCAA. All sports, 6%. That means if you throw in college and NAIA, you're probably looking at less than 10% of all high school athletes play any type of collegiate athletics.
Totally agree with you. And it's great basketball. It really is. These kids are, they leave it on the floor every day and they get it. And let's take a moment. I want to appreciate what you guys have done for us, because it's expanded a lot of our coverage. And I was able to listen to the games on Saturday where I'm walking around and stuff to listen. So it's been a bonus not only for our collegiate people, but the families as well. So I just want to take this moment and thank you guys for doing that. And it's been a great experience. You're right. You've done more in the first, 3 or 4 months than we've had for a long time. And I know the soccer coach appreciates. I just saw Jake give you something to coach the Dukes. Now, if you can be a good weatherman and promise me a good spring, then I'll really love you a lot more. So, but I'm looking outside today and thinking, baseball's around the corner and it's already pouring down rain.
After last year, man, that was one of the worst years. I think it was like 80% reschedule or something like that.
I made more calls last year than I did, and I believe, and I was talking to Coach, I don't think we got on the field, practice more than 10 actual practices on the field. People forget that, practice does help a little bit, but you'd like to be on the field. But, we've got some working things, maybe putting a turf field in a couple years, something you and I could talk about down the road, but it's not off the horizon. We're looking at doing some stuff there, and and the way the weather is here, having turf is a pretty good answer.
It is, and I'm excited for baseball because they're weekend doubleheaders.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring, we'll probably do more than what you're expecting of baseball. And fast pitch, what kind of...
They've had like a 5 or 6 year run at the the NWAC championships, and Coach Laurie does a great job. So there's another program people are going to enjoy to watch. A lot of local kids playing that have gone, and that's such a big, both baseball and fast pitch around here is real huge. So we've kind of done a good job of keeping those kids home. So we're excited. All I said, if the sun comes out, we're ready to go. That's the biggest key to the whole thing.
Exactly. The fast pitch, are they similar schedule as baseball?
A little different nights. They play usually Fridays and Saturdays, and the baseball Saturday, Sunday, so it gives us a little chance to do some different things. They got a couple of during the week games, so the nice thing is they're not always on the same day, so you have a choice to do both. They play right next to each other,
Right,
so you
exactly.
can kind of run back and forth.
And
if
we'll
you
just
want,
figure out how we can be in the middle and just do both at the
we'll
same
build you a
time.
tower out there. You can just put a swivel chair up there.
There you go.
I love
All
it.
right, Bob Peters, the athletic director here
Thank
at
you.
Centralia College. Always good to talk with you, Bob, and thanks again for having us, and we'll just keep working at this and see if we make it better.
We appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
You got it. There's Bob Peters there. You got it, Bob. Thank you. And Tony, again, just it's been a lot of fun, adding the Blazers to what we do. And frankly, one of the good things that we looked at was on basketball, they play Wednesday, Saturdays. And we go, well, Wednesdays, hardly any high schools. But all of a sudden this year, it seems like every high school league has decided to add Wednesdays as one of their regular scheduled games.
Because they looked at it and thought the same thing. Nobody plays on Wednesdays. We could get so many people because nobody plays, and they all did it. It's a trend.
Now they're playing a lot of Wednesday games. So anyhow, but the Saturday games are excellent. Again, I really encourage people to come out and check out local community college basketball. It is a lot of fun. This one here is 23-16. Took a while for the Blazers to kind of kick it into gear. You heard us talk a little bit there, and Courtney Kimball, her first time back, she really added there. She had a nice little 5-run spurt that gave them the lead and extended the lead. Once you run on, you got the numbers right there in front of you. How are we doing?
I do. Let's go with Green River first as Ariana Dougal and Courtney Youngblood leading scorers, 5 points each. Kalubaki, Bosick, and McCluskey each with 2 points as well. Nobody else scored. There's all of their points. The numbers to look at, rebounds are even between the two teams, 15 for each team. Turnovers, 10 for Green River, 9 for Centralia. That's something that they're going to have to work on. Too many turnovers, and shooting percentages are very close. 26% from the field for Green River, 32% for the Blazers. The Blazers' leading scorer is Kylie Smith, and Kylie Smith already has a killer stat line. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 1 foul.
Yeah.
She has 4 turnovers as well, but that stat line for Kylie Smith is looking impressive in this one so far. Kayla Howard, 6 points. Lancaster, 2. Claybrooks, 2. And Kimball with 5 off the bench. Nobody really adding a whole lot rebound-wise. Howard has 2. Everybody kind of pitching in. Kleemeyer has 1. Lancaster 1. Elwood has 3 rebounds, and Kimball has 2. Leading rebounder for Green River is Dougal, the shooting guard. She's got 5. McCluskey and Youngblood each with 3, but Youngblood had to sit early because she's got 3 personal fouls.
Yep, she did. So our score here, 23-16. Let's see if the Blazers can pick up where they left off when we come back. And that'll do it for the halftime show as Centralia leads Green River by 7. We'll be back with the second half. That's coming up next here on the Eli Sports Network.
The all-important second half is next. Will the Blazers come out on top is the question, and the answer is coming up after this timeout as we wrap up the Blazer halftime show here on ESN.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Welcome back to Centralia College. Michael Smith Gymnasium. Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here. About ready for the second half. 23-16 Blazers with the lead. Coming out are the starters for the Gators. Ariana Dougal, Dana Joy Kalubaki, Madison Bosick, Brianna McCluskey, and Courtney Youngblood. Devaney Kleemeyer, Majesty Claybrooks, Kayla Howard, Joni Lancaster, and Kylie Smith on the floor for the Blazers. Gators start out with the opening possession. Kalubaki will bring it into the front court. Bounce pass over to Dougal. Dougal to the corner, Kalubaki. Inside Claybrooks, it'll go off of her foot, but she'll grab it. Kalubaki will force a jump ball. It'll stay with the Blazers.
That was a quick jump ball call there.
Smith will toss it into Lancaster, will bring it up the floor. Joni
and the Pete Carroll gum.
Into the front court. Kleemeyer with it. Devaney. Cross court to Howard. Michaela. Down low to Claybrooks. Up top to Lancaster. Back to Howard. To the baseline to Smith. To Lancaster to Howard to Smith. Smith drives baseline up over the rim. Didn't hit off glass. And with the rebound is Dougal. Dougal into the front court. Kalubaki. Back to Dougal. And Dougal will circle into the corner. Kalubaki. Pass over and shot made by Bosick. That's her 5th point.
It's more than half the points they scored in the second quarter. They only scored 5 points.
Kleemeyer back to Lancaster. Bounce pass to Smith. To Howard. Howard to Claybrooks. Majesty gets stripped by Bosick. Bosick, long pass up. Will get up the floor, and great strip by Lancaster. Forces Dougal down low.
And then the ball comes out, and then a good job by Kayla Howard, straight up and down, and had her underneath the rim. She couldn't get the shot off. They take it away.
Ball kicked out towards Lancaster. She'll get it right back from Howard. Bounce pass into Smith. To Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer drives inside, stripped by Kalubaki, and Kleemeyer will be fouled on the inside. And that foul is on Dougal. That'll be her first. Kimball checks in for Claybrooks. Lancaster gets it into Kimball. Off the glass. In and out, no good.
Wow.
Rebound, Youngblood. Up the floor. Here comes Dougal. Dougal gets over to Bosick. Bosick up top to Kalubaki. Back to Bosick. Swing to Dougal. Dougal picks up her dribble, needs help. Cross court to Kalubaki. 10 seconds. Bosick. Kalubaki. Down low. Turnaround jumper. Short. Rebound Kimball. McCluskey with that jumper. No good. Lancaster. Up the floor. Joni. Out to Howard. Howard. Cross court. Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer catch and shoot. 3 ball, no good. Howard trying to get the rebound, and that'll go out off of Howard.
Still looking for their first points here of the third quarter, but only 3 so far for Green River, and they maintain a 4-point lead, the Blazers.
Kalubaki Pass over. Ball out to Dougal. Dougal pump fake. Gets it out. Kalubaki to the corner. 3-ball Bosick. No good. Lancaster rebound. Lancaster up the floor. Joni to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer will attack the baseline. Fall away jumper. No good. Rebound.
Gotta hit those shots.
Up the floor to Dougal. Dougal. He'll get by Howard, but a good pickup by Kleemeyer. Out to Bosick. Kalubaki. Down low. Ball out to Bosick and stolen by Kleemeyer. Devaney. Pass over to Lancaster. Off the glass. Can't hit. Howard trying to fight for it. Lancaster will tip it out to Smith. Kylie pull-up jumper. No good.
Wow.
Rebound. Brought in by Bosick.
So lid on that bucket.
Ball inside. Dougal can't hit.
And a lid
Smith
on the other end, too.
with the rebound. Over to Lancaster. Joni into the front court to Kleemeyer. Back to Lancaster. Down it goes. Smith to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer drives. Baseline. Ball's going to be stripped. Bosick with another steal. Up the floor goes Kalubaki. Circles around to Dougal. Dougal. Back to Kalubaki. Inside shot up. No good. Off the mark was McCluskey. Slapped inbounds, but right to Howard. Kayla will get it over to Lancaster. Will bring it into the front court to Kleemeyer. Back to Lancaster. Devaney. Down low to Smith. Smith turnaround. No good. Taps the ball up, and it'll go out of bounds. Bella Elwood will check in for the Blazers, and Maddie Bolden will check in for the Gators.
And Kleemeyer will come out. Still a 4-point lead for the Blazers. They've yet to score here in the quarter. We're coming up halfway through. Only one bucket has gone in so far here in the third between the two.
Kalubaki. Pass out to Dougal, trying to change that. Kalubaki. Cross court to Bosick. Out to Dougal. Dougal pull up from the elbow, short rebound. Smith, and then Dougal with a silly foul.
Little frustration foul there.
That'll be her second team foul on Green River. Lancaster into the front court. Joni gets the pass over
Kayla's
to
got to
Howard.
look to shoot there. She's looking to pass. Shoot
And that
the ball.
ball is stolen. Elwood throws it away.
No
Dougal
one's even near her.
up the floor.
Step up solidly and fire the shot.
Launch from outside by Bolden, and she looks at her coach and says, sorry, I know. Oops.
Oops. They may not want to do this, but I want number 14 here to fire a shot up when there's no one around her. Shoot.
Ball into Smith. Smith down low to
It's
Elwood.
hammered. Come on.
And there will be a foul, and that'll be on Bolden, and that will send Elwood to the line for two. She's 0 for 2 from the line.
See if Bella can make amends here. 4:41, trying to get the first point of the quarter for the Blazers. You'd think they'd be way behind, and they're frankly
16 seconds left on the shot clock.
Back. Back down and she'll travel. So back comes Green River.
Finally figured it out. If you're watching on Twitter or anything else, sorry we went out of audio when we had our flash of whatever power outage.
Little power surge.
It blew all of our system wonky, so I had to figure out how to get audio back to Twitter and YouTube. That's why I was so quiet.
You weren't shy. 6:39 to go, but a foul there is going to send Dougal to the line for 2. $6:39 to go in the game. Dougal will hit the front end. She hit the 3 earlier.
It's the back end here. Hits them both.
So 33-28, a 5-point game here. Back comes Lancaster. Joni, left side it goes to Kleemeyer. Puts it down.
Still with only 1 point in the quarter.
And Kimball will draw the foul.
That'll be on McCluskey. That's number 4 on her.
So Kimball at the line. Shot up and short. And this is where Blazers could close this out, but you got to make your free throws here. Kimball's second shot. Up, and that one's good. Back to a 6-point game. 34-28, 6:22 left to go here. Game 1 of 2 of the Trailblazer doubleheader. Kalabuki up with a shot and inside. Who was that? That was Youngblood. Youngblood will get it. They get a 4-point game. They're trading 2 for 1 here, and eventually Green Rivers are going to catch up and keep doing that. Kleemeyer down to Kimball. Back to Kleemeyer. She'll launch a 3. That's going to be off the front iron. No good. And a rebound by Dougal. Dougal will bring it back. Dougal over to Kalubaki, and she'll throw it out of bounds. That's what happens when you take off the second and third quarters. You forget how to pronounce everything. Left side it goes. Kleemeyer, left corner, shot up by Howard, and she'll hit it, and that's what Kayla, that's what we've been crying for her to do. More and more of that. Kayla Howard can drain it, and she nailed it. It's a big shot there, back to a 7-point lead, 37-30.
Kleemeyer with a block on Kalubaki.
And a steal, and she'll bring it up, trying to bring it all the way, can't get it, gets her own rebound underneath, and she'll draw the foul.
That's going to be on Bosick.
Nice job there by Kleemeyer, sticking with it. Chance to push it back to their largest lead of the game here of 9 if she could knock down both free throws.
Just got 3. I only have her for 3 points. I kind of missed a part of the game, so
no, that's all I have her for too.
Really up to date on my scoring, and she hits the front end.
Yep, she's got 4 now. Second shot, good, hits them both, and it's a 9-point game, 39-37, back to their largest lead of the ball game. Kalubaki with the ball, left side it goes to Dougal, working inside to Youngblood, back step up, turn, shot, good. Back comes Centralia, Kleemeyer. Down low, that'll be tapped out of bounds
by Bosick.
And so Centralia will maintain possession with 20 seconds left to play. Kimball, and on top to Lancaster. Over to Kimball. Left side it goes. Back to Kleemeyer, and she'll drain it. Down it goes again. Devity heating up when you need her. She's got 8 in the game now. 42-32, 10-point lead. Bosick back to Dougal. Dougal, pull-up jumper off the mark, no good. Kimball with a rebound. Courtney putting in good work today here, Tony. Heck of a comeback game here for Courtney Kimball. Inside to Kylie Smith, turn and shoot. Can't get it.
Gets her own rebound and gets.
Again on the floor. Can't hold on to it this time. It goes out of bounds. She spends more time on the floor than anyone I've seen. She kind of reminds me of, you happen to be a Tumwater or a Black Hills soccer fan, Sydney Lowe.
Very good player, but always
on the field.
knocked over somehow.
10-point lead here, 3:42. Green River with the ball. A foul's going to be on Kleemeyer. That's her third. It'll be a non-shooting foul, so out of bounds it goes. Our second team foul. Kalubaki will get it in out on top.
Bosick
takes a shot from Kemble. No call there. They get the ball back. Back to Kalubaki. She'll drive left-handed, back out on top. Bosick. Over goes to Dougal. And now we'll have a blocking call.
Smith.
Kylie, a little too much body that time.
That's her second. Third team foul.
Was before the shot, so again, out of bounds it goes. We'll get it in out on top to Dougal. Covered there by Lancaster. Over to Bosick. She'll launch a three. No good. But Dougal fights for the rebound for the Gators.
And Dougal's having a heck of a game for the Gators.
She is. Dougal set up, shot, and misses. Kemble with a rebound. Needs some help. Someone needs to come and get it, and Lancaster will. As Kalubaki continues to harass, and Joni will bring it up. Lancaster, look at her drive, kicks it back to Kayla Howard. Howard circles around into the lane and gets it stripped.
No, Kalubaki, they'll call it jump ball.
Jump ball. Blazer possession on the alternating possession. So they'll take it out of bounds on the baseline. Try to get it in, got to get it in, and will to Kayla. Back out to Lancaster.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
9 seconds, here comes Lancaster. She'll drive the lane up, can't get it to go. Needed to hit that backboard, couldn't do it. Kalubaki will come back. Dougal will launch a long three, that's off the mark. Fight for the ball, going to be run down nicely by McCluskey. Back to Dougal, she thought about launching again. Now Kalubaki will have it on the right side. Left side back to Dougal. Dougal picked up by Howard. Launch, Bosick the other way, won't go. Long rebound, going to get in the hands of Youngblood, and a foul's going to be on Kayla Howard as she hooks the arm of Youngblood, and that's going to be the fourth team foul and her second. And it will be Green River ball. We'll have a timeout called. A full timeout going to be called by Caleb Sells and the Blazers. He wants to have a last word here with 2:11 to go and a 10-point lead. 42-32. The stretch run is next here on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
All right, 2:11 left to go here in the ball game, and the Blazers of Centralia hold a 10-point lead. Tony, this has been a nice job defensively, no matter what. It's been sloppy at times, but they held the Gators to just 5 points in the second and just 7 points in the third, and they've built a 10-point lead. They have not been on today either. But that goes to show you just grind it out, and you can pull away and put some distance on even when you're not playing very well.
Yeah, the Blazers have been able to kind of extend. 10 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, 9 in the third, but that was to a 7-point quarter.
That was still extending the lead,
for the Gators.
All right, Kalubaki with the ball, left side. She'll circle around right side. Over to Dougal, a long three. That'll be short. This time Kleemeyer will rip the board. She'll get it to Lancaster. Now facing a press down to Howard. Howard now will take it out. Get it back out to Lancaster and set the half-court offense. Here comes Lancaster over to Kylie Smith. Smith gets it to Kleemeyer. Left side, Lancaster thought about a three. Look, trying to pass it around.
That's going to be a kick ball on Bosick. 15 seconds back on the shot clock.
So Lancaster will get it into Kemble. Kemble down low, up with a shot and good. Nice move there by Courtney. Make it 44-32. And less than 90 seconds to go. And
there's a travel on Bosick.
12-point lead. We're going to have a timeout called. At the other end, I think it's going to be a 60-second timeout, but we're going to stay here anyway, Tony, because 1:26, it will be a full timeout. But again, also going on right now, Garrett Spivey and Heather Beatty. There's a combination we've never had before, but they are out at Napavine High School with a Napavine and Adna boys going at it, and that's on the SN radio network for sure. They were trying to get it on the video. They were having some issues there. Hopefully that did get up, because I haven't gotten an email back from them or a text back that I know of. So hopefully they're able to get that up and going. At least they have the video there. Or the audio. We will be back tomorrow with more boys basketball action. I believe Centralia at Black Hills, and then girls Black Hills at Centralia on Friday. And then on Saturday, we have a special event. We are excited. Believe it or not, we are excited about this. We're headed down to Battleground, and Eli Sports is the exclusive video streaming partner with the WIA and NFHS for the state cheerleading championships. And that, I'm told, there is some really good athletic ability that goes into that.
Yeah, some of those, the flips and things that go into that, the way that they move easily. Yeah. You have to do all of this extremely hard work with a smile on your face and make it look like you're doing it with ease.
Yes, with some kind of chant going on at the same time. So, and there is Kleemeyer as we're back to action here. Rolls off, no good, but maintain a 12-point lead with 1:05 to go. Just don't foul. That's the last thing you want to do. Kalubaki.
And she'll be fouled, I think, by Lancaster.
Wow,
reaching in.
I guess there wasn't much there. Wow.
She'll pick up her second. That'll be 2 shots for Kalubaki.
And that's what you don't want to do, of course, is allow them to get any points while
misses the front end.
So apparently we're not going to get the video out there at Napavine tonight. So we apologize for that. Let them go on to there. Both free throws are missed.
Smith with the rebound.
And back comes Kylie Smith. Kyla Howard wide open, but no, let's take the time off the clock, says Coach Sells. Now back to Smith. Over to Lancaster, 8 seconds. Now Howard should have shot there. Smith will instead, and that'll come up short. Loose ball. Kimball will get it over to Howard. Up with a shot. Count the bucket. She'll go to the line for 1. Not sure that's how Coach Sells had that written up, but they'll take the 2 points and the shot at the free throw line. Or maybe he will take credit for drawing up that intricate play. Why not, right? And Kayla Howard will try to complete the 3-point play here. Up and good, she does. That'll make it 47-32, and the Blazers are going to get a well-deserved win. They'll get the ball down inside, and The foul going to be called on Smith, as she's not going to let Youngblood have the easy bucket, but that's okay.
She was trying to fill that stat line some more with some more blocks.
So back at the line will be Youngblood with 20 seconds left to play. First shot up and no good.
Elwood will check in for Smith. And Bolden will check in for the shooter, it looks like. If she makes it.
Yep.
And does not.
Does not, so.
Misses them both.
Missed them last 4 free throws they missed. And now Kayla Howard, they don't have to shoot. 5 seconds. And that's going to be it. 47-32 will be the final. And the Blazers pick up a big win here against Green River. It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done, and that's all you can ask. All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be time for the postgame show. That's coming up next here on the Eli Sports Network.
The final score is on the board, but we're not done yet. The Centralia Blazer postgame show is next with final numbers, stats, comments, and our postgame honors on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
Time for the final numbers, comments, and naming our Centralia Blazer Pacific Sports Ball players of the game on the post-game show. Let's head back to the stadium one last time here on the Eli Sports Network.
Welcome back. In our final score, 47-32. The Lady Blazers get a 15-point win very quickly. Head coach Caleb Sells is with us. And Coach, wasn't the prettiest of wins here, but like you said, desperately needed. And you know what? When you're not shooting particularly well, you grind it out in other ways. And, you know, they did. And they made, they just, sometimes you just got to play a dirty game. And that's just kind of what this felt like
to be
tonight.
completely honest with you, I don't know if we played a pretty game all year. So we're getting pretty used to playing ugly. But no, that win gets us back to 500. That feels a heck of a lot better than being one game under. You know, we really needed that league win. That's huge for us. We got 2 more big ones coming up on Saturday and then next Wednesday to wrap up the first round of the league. And, you know, hopefully we can build some momentum. I was really happy with that second half. We only gave up 16. Wait, we gave up 16 points both halves. I'll take that any night.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know if they scored the last 7 minutes of the ball game. And, you know, that timeout I called late in the game, that wasn't to correct anything. That was literally just to give that group some air.
4:59 was their last bucket.
Did they? Okay.
You know that, but you only gave up 5 points in the second and 7 points in the third.
Well, in college basketball, if you hold a team to under 10 points for 3 quarters, you should win those games. But my goodness, the way we were shooting it, I wasn't quite sure.
Well, in the third, you didn't score your first point until the 4:41 mark. You still ended up outscoring the Gators in that quarter. I mean, and that's kind of how you started the game. A little bit slow there, but then came on toward the end of the half. And again, hoping that momentum carried over from halftime. It took them again a little bit to get cranked up, but once they did, that was a very nice fourth quarter, I thought, especially.
Well, that group closed it out well, and I tell you what, having Courtney back is absolutely huge. I know she doesn't really pop out on, well, she had 8 points and 8 rebounds. I guess that is a pretty good game, but you know, she just kind of steadies us, and we haven't had her the last 3 games, and well, we felt it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just having that sophomore back that just kind of gets it, you know, just to kind of calm things down a little bit. I didn't plan on her playing 26 minutes tonight, but we needed her for every 26 of those. You know, I don't know. I feel like we're just having a hard time putting the ball in the hoop. You know, as soon as that happens, you know, it's a momentum builder. When you miss shots, it kills momentum. When you make them, it builds it. And right now, it seems like we're killing momentum more than we're getting it.
You know, though, but you got to play every game as it is. As this game unfolded, yeah, again, but every shot they made was huge in this game. Even going 1 for 2
every
at the line,
one was precious,
every one of those points was big.
Absolutely.
Because it was so hard for both sides to score. So some nights you just have a night like that. It's just not happening. And I'm just impressed how they just kept grinding away at it, got the job done. Now you can look forward and improve on all those things. You have plenty of things to talk about here at practice for the next couple of days.
Sure do. But, you know, and Isabella Elwood, I know she didn't play a lot of minutes tonight, but in that third quarter there, she did a huge job getting up and getting some of those rebounds for us.
Yep.
You know, right when we needed a big board, she just jumped up and snatched it. So, you know, that's going to be one of the messages in the locker room. You know, you might not have played as much as you want. You might not have contributed as much as you think you did. But, I mean, everyone at some point in this game did something to help us win a game like that.
No question about it. So, hey, great win.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And we won't be here on Saturday. We'll have another crew here on Saturday because Tony and I, we get to go do the state
You're just
cheerleading
You're just tired of me
championships.
standing in front of you if you're doing the game. I heard you talking during the game. I
Yeah,
hear
that's
you.
right. Hey, get out of the way. Huh? All right.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And the Blazers come away with a big win, man. Great job. And Tony, as he mentioned, kind of a dirty game out there, but sometimes that's what you got to do to get the job done. And it felt like, you know, these girls were a lot more focused and saying, we're going to win this thing. And they just continued to add to that lead.
Yeah, they just kept on keeping their head straight. They won every quarter, except for the first. They were down at the end of one, but from then on, they were able to take leads. 13-5 in the second quarter, 9-7 in the third quarter, 15-9 in the fourth quarter. Able to pull away when it counted, and that was huge for them.
All right, let's get to these final numbers because we got another game to get ready for.
That we do. All right, let's go with Green River first. Their leading scorer was Ariana Dougal. She had 12 points and 10 rebounds. Kalubake had 2, Bosick 5, McCluskey had 2, Youngblood had 11 and 8 rebounds for her. And those are the only scorers for the Green River Gators. For Centralia, their leading scorer was Kayla Howard with 12 points. She had 2 rebounds. Devaney Kleemeyer had 8. Kylie Smith, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 blocks for Kylie Smith. Lancaster had 3 points, 2 blocks for her, 2 steals, 3 assists. Claybrooks had 2 points. Connolly, 2 points. Elwood had 3 points and 5 rebounds, 2 steals as well for Bella and Courtney Kimball. 8 points and 8 rebounds for the Centralia Blazers.
All right, that's what they have. Let's get right to the Awards West Printware's Blazer player of the game. And who do you like?
I like Courtney Kimball.
Yep. Courtney
Came
Kimball.
in first game back and made an immediate impact. 26 minutes.
26 minutes.
8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block in there as well. Put in some good time.
No doubt about it. We'll go with Courtney Kimball as our Awards West Printware player of the game. All right, we'll take a timeout. Be back in about 10 minutes with the boys. We're going to shut things down, restart them, and be back here on the Eli Sports Network.
Another one in the books, and we are done. Be sure to check our schedule for our next free broadcast and for game stories, picture galleries, and much more. You've been listening to Centralia College sports coverage, the Eli Sports Network.